Joshua, what's good, man? It's good afternoon. It's still morning here in AZ, believe it or not. How you doing, man? Sound check. You can hear me all right? Appreciate you checking in, bro. All is well, man. Feeling good. Feeling good. Just had a little change in in schedule. Um, my hope is that the change in schedule allows me to stream more consistently, to go live, make more content, try to take advantage of it. Not to say that I won't be crazy tired, but yeah, we'll figure it out, man. How you feeling? Got that tech and run in? Appreciate y'all hitting them like buttons. Appreciate you saying what's up, all of that, man. It really does help out the algorithm for sure. Damn, I'm not even sure what that means, but it sounds. When you say promoted 12th, I don't know what that means, but if it's anything like prestiging in Call of Duty, then I get it. Cody, what's going on? Hope you're well. Appreciate you jumping in and saying what's up. All is well over here, man. No complaints. How are you? Doing good. We had a pickup this past was it yesterday? Saturday. Saturday I went and I was thinking to myself, all right, I'm gonna make the most of my day. I have to be at the car mechanic early. So I got there crazy early. And thought, all right, I'll thrift and pawn shop my way back. But by the time everything was done, and by the time I spent all that money on making sure the car kept running, I didn't want to pawn shop and thrift my way back. So I literally made one stop to a pawn shop that happened to be in the same parking lot as an AutoZone that I got a car battery in. And it struck out there. And ultimately, I went to Bookman's and I did pick up something, one something, but it was just not as fun as I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? So, but it was a good weekend, no lie, no lie. Cody, show us the stuff in the back for sure. I got you, bro. I got you. I'm not sure what you want to see, but we'll run through some things. Appreciate y'all hitting the like button, saying what's up. Um, Russian, okay. Are you say you from Russia? If so, that's dope, bro. I'm trying to keep like a mental Rolodex of all the different nations that have said they've been in here. I know we had Norway, Poland. If you're saying that you're from Russia, Russia, like, all of that is dope. I always know New Jersey's in here. Crowd King, what's good? What's going on? Hope you're well. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, Cody, I'm not sure what you want to see back here, bro, but we'll definitely put something. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out, bro. I'm trying to charge my battery up too, so I'm not trying to move too much, but let me show you. I guess I can show you what I picked up just the other day. I think it was Saturday. We pulled up to Bookman's, which I can't lie, bro. Anytime I go there, if you haven't seen the short, check out the short because I definitely talked about it on the short. Sorry for the shaking the camera here, but you gotta get it set up. You feel me? Most expensive game on the shelf, Jays. I got you. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. You hit the like button, I'm gonna show you what's up here, bro. I promise you. But let me show you what I picked up just the other day. In fact, I don't even think it's up here. Like, that's how crispy and new it is. Let me find it. Damn, I can't find my case. Oh man, that's gonna trouble me. I'm gonna be so sad for the whole day until I find that case. Damn. Anyway, and this is not coming. Come on, dog. What's up? There's not moving, like, sad. I don't know where that case is. I know it's in this house someplace, but I thought it was in the room. It's not. But anyway, anyway, Okami is what I picked up. It was the physical edition or copy of Okami for the Switch, and I have no idea where the case is. Like I'm really ready to turn this live off, and go find this case. That's how serious I am about that. But Triple J's most expensive game on the shelf, um, probably. Uh, this is such a like easy question because I guess if you're talking about value, yes, of course, it's gonna be this one, Super Mario 3D All Stars. This is probably the this is probably the most expensive game up here. I think it's like $100. Thank you for hitting the like button. I think this is probably $100, bro. Oh, and check out my nails, man. My 5-year-old decided it was time to hook me up. But yeah, this is probably the most expensive game up here. And while that game is about $100, this is my flex right here. Not that it cost 100, but that I paid. I think it was about $4 or $5 for that game. Which, yeah, that's my flex. I don't give a shit about how much it's worth. I'm more so concerned about how much did I come out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Matches. 200 hours, bro. That's crazy. Cody, I'm not sure what you were trying to see back here or what you wanted me to. Mac Daddy Pimp says Xbox rules. Xbox used to run my life, man. I'm not gonna hold you. It doesn't anymore. But peak online multiplayer, yeah, it got no better than Xbox. For real. That was it for me. Modern Warfare, Call of Duty. From the 360 era, I say Xbox got it. I'm gonna have to say Xbox over PlayStation during that time for sure. Yeah, it wasn't even really close. That online experience was so much better on Xbox. Single player stories though, I gotta go with PlayStation, bro. Like I can't get those experiences on the Xbox. They just don't hit for me. I've never been a Halo guy. Never been a Gears of War guy. None of those were my type of game. So, but for that multiplayer, Modern Warfare, hell, even NBA, FIFA, Madden, I was always on Xbox for that. Why do you keep saying that, bro? I don't rap. What are you talking about, my guy? Look, let it go. You feel me? Oh, man. Yeah, used to. Used to is the key word for sure. While 3D All Stars is probably the most expensive, this game seems to be holding pretty steady and maybe even climb a little bit. Dorf Romantic. This is another one that I just haven't played or picked up yet. I paid full price for this, thinking that as a family we would play it one day, and that one day just has not come. But I'm sure it will sooner or later. I'm sure it will. Oh man. But as far like so Mario being the most expensive, but as far as the most, I don't even want to say sentiment, but kind of, I guess I would say sentiment. I would go with this Mario Odyssey, because this Mario Odyssey is the reason why I started collecting and like hunting at pawn shops and stuff like that. But yeah, this was probably, that was the one that set me off, bro. That was the one that had me out in the streets going crazy, you know? Why do you keep saying that, bro? You are a unique individual. Also, I don't read raps, my guy. Are you just trying to give me some like content ideas? I'm not trying to do just all types of content. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Yeah, Ruben, what's good? Yeah, man. We just in the a corner of the game room, I guess is what I call it, but it's really just my space. It's just my space. But yeah, man, it's the game room, brother. Um, I wish I knew where my Okami case was. That's really gonna bother me. And low key, I'm about to just walk off and find it. Let me plug this in real quick. Hold on a second, because I'm not gonna take the camera with me around the house, but I will plug in this mic. Looking at my hands is tripping me out, bro. Every time I look down, I see this blue, and I'm just not used to it. Cody, welcome back. Appreciate you jumping back in. I appreciate y'all for hitting the like button too, man. We up to 4. If you are on, I don't know, TikTok, um, my bad, my bad. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to set something up. But I was saying, if you're on TikTok, check me out on there at Buttons and Beans Gaming. If you're on Twitch, at Buttons and Beans Gaming on Twitch, um, the Discord, all of that. Everything is broken. Nothing's working. I'm trying to plug in a microphone, and nothing's working, bro. I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 cents? See if anybody knows what the hell that means. Appreciate y'all hitting the likes, man. Almost a double-digit likes out the gate is crazy. It usually takes me like an hour to get to 10 likes on here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And not that I even really track that. Just the fact that it takes me that long and it's already at 6 in 13 minutes is pretty dope. 1 a.m. in school in the morning. Oh man, go to bed, Cody. Good night. Have a great day at school, man. Do well. Real talk, man. I really can't find that case. That's such a bummer. um, appreciate you subscribing, Cody. I know you had to dip, but I do appreciate the subscription, brother. Seriously. Hey, man. Damn. What the hell could I have done with that case? I have a. I'm always like organizing and whatnot, and so the fact that I can't find something right now really bothers me. It really messes with my head. Anyway, what were we talking about? We weren't talking about anything, were we? Oh man, damn! I wish I knew where that case was. I'm gonna check one more spot. My mic is off now. What you talking about? You check one more spot. I'll be right back. I gotta check one more spot for this case. And while I'm checking it, here, y'all be sure to subscribe and all of that. I'll be right back. Find this case. Well, I am baffled. Completely stumped, bro. Marvy. Completely stumped. I don't know where this case could have gone. And I just really want that case. It's so beautiful. The artwork on it is amazing. It's more than the reason why I picked up the game. Hey, is that Okami? That shit is nowhere to be found, and I am baffled. That is great advice. Whitey Ozark, stay hydrated. Let me drink my water right now because you said that. Maybe as I sip this water, I can figure out where this case went. It's a Japanese import. So I was really excited to had to be the only one up here that's not in English. I'll find it. I'll find it. Thank you, Whitey Ozark. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys hitting the like button, saying what's up. And I like the collection. It's also, for me, more importantly than anything, it was very, I guess that's kind of subjective. I'll say it was inexpensive. in my eyes. In fact, I'm putting a video together, kind of a year-end review video where I'll show all the pickups from the year, and we'll also talk about how much all this stuff cost. Which, spoiler alert, wasn't a lot. Not gonna lie to you. I don't think I can continue my day without knowing where this case is. I'll be back. Found it. Let's go. It was right between the couch and the wall. Mason, what's going on? But yeah, this is what I picked up. I'm doing well, Marby. I'm doing well. This is what I picked up from Bookman's. Okami Physical Edition. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. God, the game looks so good. I mean, just so good. And it's reversible too. I'll show you the other side. I'll take this out. There's another little. Sick. And I showed this earlier too. My nails are painted because my daughter needed a canvas. And I was that canvas. Rebuilding my GameCube library. I need Twilight Princess and a few Pokemon games. Oh, man, Pokemon games are always so expensive. I guess this might sound weird, but I'm very fortunate to not be a very big Pokemon player fan. So the games, if and when I find them, it's never too hard for me to let them go and flip them, and I know they sell for a good price, and I can get some games that I really want. So Pokemon has just never been my thing, which was, again, sounds a little strange, but fortunately it's probably saved me a lot of money and a lot of just pain, honestly. Doing well, Steven. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Selly? Selli? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm curious to know, when you say rebuilding a library for your GameCube, is there a set number of games you're looking to collect? Man, like once you hit that total, you'll be done? Or are there particular games that you're looking to add? What's the goal? Is there a goal, or is there an end game in your GameCube collecting? Same thing with you, Josh, in your PS1 and PS2 and PSP. Good Lord. Is there an end game for you, or are you just like, hey, if I don't have it, I need it, sort of thing? Either way, it's cool. For me, I will tell you, for me with the Switch collecting, I don't have an end game. I am trying to collect, games, but I really am trying to play them. If I don't like them, I'm getting them out of here. I am trying to curate my collection a little bit by adding a few bangers, trying to get a few titles that are in, the triple digit figure range, or at least close to it. I don't have a ton of them, and I don't even know why. I do know why, because I want games that are closer to $100, so that when the time comes and say, oh, I really want that game, I know I can swap those and trade those pretty quickly. So I'm trying to collect games that are not, just rinky dink $20 games, even though I just picked up like 3 games that were $17. Dante, what's going on? Just so 75% of my collection. Damn. A tip to get it back, I guess you can call the people you sold it to. Maybe start there. In all seriousness, why'd you sell it? If you don't mind me asking. Everybody has their moments, bro. I'll share with the class. I recently sold, well, not recently, but like over 2023 and into this, no, I'm sorry, 2024 and even into this year, I was selling good portions of my collection just to stay afloat. Like, work had changed. I got laid off from my spot. So, we were trying to make it. And I have some Pokemon games and some other PlayStation games and some stuff that was sealed, and it was like, yo, we gotta get this up out of here because I gotta feed the family, and it's sometimes these games are cool, but nothing's more important than taking care of home, right? And even if I sold a game so we can go out and have a dinner, it was worth it because it's a memory versus a game. And the best thing about that too is this, if you haven't subscribed and checked out all the videos, this stuff was collected more so with me going out there and finding it and sourcing it in yard sales. So I didn't spend a ton of money on this stuff. So um, yeah, it was also a lot easier to let that stuff go. It sucked. It was a pain in the ass. It sucked. It was not fun, but there was no hesitation. You got to take care of home. Dante, I needed funds. Yep. Oh, gotta take care of pops. I hear that, brother. You made the right choice. You made the right choice. And the great thing about it, Dante, I will say this: I am a strong believer in uh, energy, and what you put out into the world, you get back. And if you were doing that for a good reason, don't trip, bro. You might not get the whole collection back, but you gonna get it. It's gonna come back to you, bro, in a good way. And I hope your dad's doing well too. We gotta put a Okami on the shelf. I picked this up digital a while back, and there's a video, I think it's called, on the page called eShop Sale, where I picked up a bunch of games on the eShop that were dirt cheap, like $2-3. Games like Golf Story, Donut County, all games that I want to have physical copies of, but was tired of waiting to find it and I wasn't going to spend $100. So picked them up on the eShop. Okami was a part of that, and I didn't play it. I still haven't played. I think the only one I played that I picked up was a short hike. The rest of them I haven't played through. I played Golf Story but didn't complete, and I played maybe 5 minutes of Okami. I don't even think I got through like the tutorial. I'm hoping now that I picked up a physical copy, I'll be a little more, I don't know, inclined to actually play it. In fact, I have started playing it. I'm playing it on this Switch, which is kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I get to pick and choose what I'm playing on different consoles versus waiting for it to download and update and all that stuff. For real. Bigfoot, what would I get for 10K? What would you get for 10K? You probably get a lot of stuff for 10K. Are you asking? I'm gonna tell you the truth. My lady tells me that my imagination is broken because I'm very bad at pretending. I'm very logical. So I don't know. You have to be more specific. Are you asking what you will get like from the out of the world in 10K with 10K? Or are you asking specifically what you would get from me for 10K? Because I don't sell myself for cheap, my guy or gal, or however you identify. Yeah, I'm not holding myself out for 10K. Now 10K 5, we might be able to talk. We might be able to talk. What's this out here? Oh, look at that. It's got a little manual. I mean, I won't be able to read it, but really cool. Really cool. Oh, from my store. Got you. If you're talking about the Buttonsnbeans on Mercari or eBay, there's not a lot, if anything, still on there. It's been a long time since I've sold on there because of the cost of shipping has gone crazy. But if you're asking what you can get from 10K from my store, I probably sell you all of this for 10K easily. There's a couple of games I hold on to because of sentiment, but I don't think any of them are even up here. But for 10K, you probably, yeah, I probably start from scratch for 10K. Not gonna hold you. All right, Okami. Yeah, man, I'm excited to. Oh, Okami HD. I'm excited to put this up here. But look how good this looks. Have you guys played this game? You guys played this? It is amazing. This game is amazing. That would be some great content, right? Like, hey, somebody just offered to buy my collection on live. Should I sell it? With the question mark and the I don't know face thumbnail. Headed monster was good. All right, we gotta make some space. So I need one from right here. Kudos. Lost Pets. This is one. Maybe Bean will play this. Maybe my youngest will play this one day. Um, I'm gonna hold on to it. And most recently too, when I think about all the games that I've gotten rid of, part of the collection too was I didn't want to pay money for new games, so I started looking at the PS4, PS5 games, deciding what I did and didn't want. Even Switch games, a lot of loose games I had, decided I don't want those, and I said hi. Damn, said hi again, and decided which ones I wanted to get rid of, and took those in and traded in a bunch of them for other games. It was like a 5-for-1 thing that happened, but it happened. Oh, it's too even. What's up, man? How you doing? Hope all is well. All right, that should be enough space to put Okami in here. I do need to add it to the Game Eye app. We'll do that a little later. There we go, Okami. Welcome to the party. There we go. What's going on? Everything good? Hope you're doing well. I'm about to go sit back down. About to go sit back down. This needs to charge. Let's plug this up. Where are those CDs? Are you a game distributor? No, I am not. But I would. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just a guy that goes and collects them. I have sold some of them, but I definitely don't have a any sort of distro, unfortunately. Uh, you'd be surprised at how few plugs I have when it comes to these games. By few, I mean zero. I have I have no game connections, bro. I just go out into the world and hope for the best, like everyone else, you know. But one can hope, one can dream. Sorry, Ice Cube. So, good question. Not a lot. Not a lot. The game hunting channel has just about every pickup from this shelf is on there, and they're all in like the 8, 10, $15 range, that type of thing. But they appreciate you, Dave. I am putting together a video, like a end of the year sort of thing, talking about everything I picked up this year, because I actually did track how much I picked up and how much I spent this year on games. So I should have that ready before December. Hopefully, to have it ready to drop around December. But in total, like, I don't know. I don't know, but not a lot. Um, not a lot. It's the only answer I have for you because I don't want to spoil the end result for this year. So I'll have to figure it out. No, I do not gamble money to buy these games. I don't know. I just go. I go to pawn shops. I go to yard sales, thrift stores. Marketplace is always a good spot. Facebook, stuff like that. Um, as to even, I'm gonna say yes, even though it's a. I'm gonna say yes because somebody just asked me how much could they get for 10K for this. Like I told them I sell them all this for 10K, so I'm gonna say yes. I don't want to diminish the value, but no, man, nothing like that. Not not even remotely close. Again, listen, I can't. I don't want to spoil it, but it's a surprisingly low amount, I would say, for um, what we have, because it also includes a lot of the stuff you don't see, like up above here are a bunch of amiibos that's included in that. There's a couple of games up here that's included in it. There's even consoles. For example, I don't know if you would really call this a console, more of a handheld, but this Zelda Switch Lite, I just picked this up from a pawn shop. We paid $100 for it, and if I'm not mistaken, based on everything that I paid for this year, whatever, this will be included in that final video, grand total, if I'm not mistaken, based on timing and things like that. But that's included. Let me show you something else. All types of stuff. Here's another Zelda. This is the OLED Zelda Switch. This was a pawn shop pickup. Here's a controller. This was a pawn shop pickup. So while this cost 300, and that was complete with the box and the controller, I think was maybe like 35. All of that, while it cost that much, it's not what I really paid for it because you got to include all the stuff that I've sold and flipped, um, that came either out of this room or something that I found somewhere else that helped me cover the cost of that. So I that that Zelda console, after I sold some other stuff that I picked up along the way, was really didn't cost me much of anything. That's crazy that next week is Thanksgiving. What you guys got planned? Hmm? I'm about to go see some family. I'm probably gonna have to go to California for Thanksgiving. Dave, thanks again, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you sitting the thumb up, sending the gifts. That's what's up, man. That shit don't happen often. And I'm like a I overanalyze and overthink, and I appreciate all of that. I just always wonder what makes somebody do something like that, where they're like, "Yo, this guy, I'm gonna send him that." Like because it baffles me, bro. Not a lot of nice things happen in in the world. So when a nice thing happens to me, I kind of wonder, what I don't know. I have a hard time accepting kindness. Rough childhood. What are you gonna do? Are you selling stuff? No, I'm not selling stuff. You're like the third person to ask me about selling stuff. Uh, is it is it Lynchos? Um, and welcome. But no, I'm not selling anything, man. If I was, I'd let you guys know. I let you guys know. On the old videos, I used to always sell stuff. I used to always, like, at the end of the week or whatever, show what's sold on eBay, what's sold on Macari and all that. But I've been very much like curating the collection, figuring out what I want, what I don't want. And the stuff that I stopped selling so much, I just started trading stuff in, finding good, days to take it to GameStop where they give me a little extra credit or Bookmans and just picking stuff up from there. But the selling just got to be too much with the cost of my P.O. box. The cost of shipping was going crazy. I was just like, I'm cool. So that kind of made me stop picking up everything. I started just buying more very specific or more strategic with what I was purchasing. So now I don't have a lot of stuff that I could sell. Everything's pretty much stuff I want to keep up here. Yeah, man, appreciate it. Yeah, it's my collection, man. And check out the game hunting page. Subscribe to the channel because I show how I pick all this stuff up. I also have, your regular boring ass pickup videos. I try to liven it up a little bit, but I am who I am, bro. I'm pretty chill. So if you enjoy the vibe, I got a bunch of those videos on there, basically showing everything that I picked up. The wall of stuff that I'm still looking for is still here. So we're trying to keep it interesting. And I was just saying, I'm working on that end of the year video where we're gonna talk about everything I picked up and do a grand total of how much we spent. Uh, why? I'm gonna show this cop real quick. I don't know if they think it's a bad word or not, but it says, "Show us your fun codes," and they blocked you for some reason. But I don't know. They thought you. I don't know, but I can show you some pops. I don't have a lot of them. I really only have a few. In fact, let me see if I can't make this work. Hold on a second. Up to the top right there. You see that? There we go. It's not a lot of them, bro. There's a Mickey. There's Ali. Got the Prince. Ice Cube. Who else is up there? A couple biggies. I think that's really it. Yeah. Oh, then like the Ready to Die big. I don't have a ton of Funkos. I've never really been a guy that was into pops for real. Never really been my thing. So I got a few of them, but not a ton. And the Mickey one, the Ali is significant, and the Mickey one, those are Father Day gifts. So, and that Mickey is actually tattooed on me. I can't even begin to show you it. I can't fucking turn my arm that way, but it's there. Trust me. Oh yeah, I need to see that. I need to see that pop set. That's what's up. Congratulations on the new crib, the own space. That's important. Love it. Appreciate y'all hitting the like button. Well, look, that's like, look at what is going on, bro. This is what I'm talking about, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'm not even I don't, high five, bro. High five. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's how we started a Monday with the generosity. yo, yo, shout out to you, bro. I hope I'm saying this right. Lyncho's World. Appreciate you, man. That's dope. Edit Monster back again. Hello again, Edit Monster. Hey, I'm only doing this because we having a good vibe. I'm just gonna put you in just a little bit of a timeout because you go a little crazy when you do it. You go a little wild. Yeah, man. John Porter Ortiz. Yeah, man. Thank you, bro. That's what I've just been standing here actually chopping it up, and somebody asked a question about um, most expensive game, and I just came over here. We've been talking about games ever since. I don't, Steven. What I typically, I had a great collection. I shouldn't say great collection. I had some 64 games. 64 was never really my console. I was on the PlayStation at that point. I have come across some 64 stuff and played a little bit and had a few of them, but ultimately we got rid of those, man. 64 GameCube wasn't me. I didn't mess with those. And the only games that I have currently, only consoles I have games for currently are PS4, PS5, Switch. I have a few PS3 and a few PSP. But really, that's it. That's it, man. And when it comes to actually playing those consoles, when it was for me, it was a NES is what I started with as a youngin. Went on the Super Nintendo, then PlayStation hit. So I wasn't N64 wasn't me. GameCube wasn't me. I didn't get back to the Nintendo. I I I don't even really want to say the Wii. I'm gonna say the Wii because I picked one up for my oldest daughter, but that was mainly for Wii Sports, and that was really it. And then Wii U, we picked one of those up for her, but again, didn't play a ton on that. Didn't play anything on that. And after that, it was got into the Switch. Yeah, that's it, man. 140 PS5 games is crazy. Sell some figures to make some space. Fair enough. Just put it in a box, bro. I mean, now if you're selling it to um, make money to buy more stuff for sure, if you can put it in a box, put it in a box. But also, I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of figures you're selling. Maybe talk to me. I might be interested in a couple of them. But I hear you, bro. I tend to not like to keep stuff in a box either, though. As I tell you that, if it's not going to be of use and somebody else could get some, I don't know, some sort of joy out of it, like, yeah, let it go, man. Let somebody else deal with that for real. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check out that channel for sure, man. I'm always looking for something to watch when I'm in the room vibing, so I'm gonna have to check it out for sure. And it's always fun starting out. I just started out about 3 years ago is when I think I posted the first video. I went out one day and found Super Mario Odyssey for $5 at a yard sale. I wasn't recording at the time. And I was like, this is crazy. I'm just gonna keep doing this. And my cousin told me, he's like, yo, you should record it. And I was like, I'm a little weird about that, bro. I'm kind of like a people's privacy and respecting that, and I don't like the camera in my face, so I don't want the camera in their face. And then he finally just said, like, your daughters might want to watch it one day. And I said, oh, you bastard. That's all he had to say. So now I just started recording. Um, and that's where Buttonsnbeans comes from. That's the nickname of my daughters. Started recording, and it's just been ever since. Been collected, and that's why it kind of went that way with the channel. But even with that, with it only being 3 years, you'll see if you watch the oldest stuff, you'll see differences in um, pacing, differences in content, hell, differences in upload dates because I stopped doing it for a while and I wouldn't have a streak and then do it more. Like, it's just you'll see it all. I guess the main thing, the main thing I'm saying, um, Lorenzo, is just put the content out there, bro. Just keep recording, putting content out. If it changes up, so be it. Don't worry about deleting it or making it perfect. Just do it. You did. Yes, sir. What games you looking for, huh? Hold on, bro. I'm eating ice. What am I doing? Hold on a second. One second. One second. Okay, I got it. I want to know what games you're looking for on the PS5, because I got a list of, let me see that, PlayStation and Nintendo games that I'm looking for. I'm curious because PS5 for me has been just a letdown. And I'm sure there's a bunch of great games on there at this point, but it's taking so long. I feel as if to start building that momentum. And I've played way more PS4 games on my PS5 than I played PS5 games. And and since the PS5, I played more Switch than anything. But I'm curious to know what games you're looking for on that PS5 because I'll have to add them. Appreciate the sub, Lorenzo. Thank you. I hear you. PlayStation is all I got. That's all right, Ray. You were raised right. Oh man, bruh, ice is getting me. Ice is getting me. Oh, and let me know what you guys are currently playing because I'm jumping back and forth in and out of games. On this Switch here, I have Bioshock. Tell you that I never tell you. I'll show you that I'll never tell you a lie. Playing Bioshock on this one, and on this one, I'm playing Okami HD. Again, I never tell you a lie. My daughter was kind enough to paint my fingernails to match my console. Look at that. Always looking out for me. But those are two games that I've been going back and forth as I'm playing, like depending on my mood. And it's perfect because they're two very different games. Both have, I mean, hack and slash, comedy is not nearly as aggressive as what's going on Bioshock. So it's a different vibe on each one. You know what? I have not shopped on Whatnot, and I was thinking about selling on Whatnot at one time, but it was just moving too quick. But I'll have to check it. I'm not a big fan of shopping for games online. I really am all about the hunt and all about finding them wherever I am. Because I know I can go online and find some stuff and probably find it for cheap. But the most I want to say about like the most I do when I call online shopping is marketplace, and even for me that still feels like the hunt in the wild. But eBay, Macari, whatnot, those all feel like stores, which I'm sure they are. But I just something about finding a game in some random spot. Like, hey, this pawn shop that was just on the street on my drive home was like, oh look at that. It's some I don't know. I almost feel finding a game that I'd never heard of from there versus getting exactly what I want from eBay is just a better feeling to just find it on the hunt. Bioshock is really, this is my first time playing through Bioshock. There's a lot of games that I've only recently played, and Bioshock is one that I've only recently experienced, and I'm enjoying it. Um, Crazy Collection. Hello. I don't even know how to pronounce that. So you my agent? So you my agent? I hope I know I'm not saying that right, and I'm not trying to be funny. I hope I'm not butchering that too crazy. Um, Omar Jack and Daxter. It's a good one. It's a good one. I don't have that. I don't have that. I had those on PS3, but we sold that collection. There's a video on the page of me selling my entire PS3 collection. And no, I don't miss it that much. Eddie was selling reminded me of whatnot. Oh, okay, okay. Maybe one day that'll be the play. If I ever decide, like, okay, guys, I'm going a different route, which I don't think I will. Cannot, what I cannot, don't put it past me because I might one day say that I'm selling all of this stuff. I would keep this stuff. I'm really into collecting for the Switch. I really want to collect as much as I possibly can for the Switch, but I would not. I would consider selling all of the PlayStation stuff on Whatnot. Um, so maybe, Monday just gave me an idea. So, oh boy, first of the year might be something crazy. So, stay tuned. The Infamous trilogy, no, Omar, I don't. I don't have. I don't think I have an Infamous trilogy. And I will tell you this: there are a lot of, and I appreciate you asking the question. Feel free to ask away about what game I have, but I do have to tell you this: I don't have a lot of games that like people when you see them on these channels and they're like, "What game do you want to see?" And I'm like, "Boom, boom, boom." I ain't got that many games, bro. This is my gaming corner, bro. Like this is it. This is it. This is what we got. There's another row down here, but that's it. So it's not like wall to wall games in here because I'll be honest with you, at one point I had 3 bookshelves like this full of games, and I started to feel like everything was doing this to me. So I had to get some of that shit out of here. So this is the only corner. So I might have some game that you're looking for, but I don't know. See, hold on a second. Wait. Hold on. I feel that. Yeah, I got some nephews. My daughter, my youngest, is probably a little more into the games than my oldest, but if I had to pass it to anybody, it'd be them for sure. Call of Duty, no Call of Duty. We got rid of just about everything Call of Duty, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I was, again, those were those ones I said, let me gather these up, take them to Bookman's or GameStop or wherever and trade those in because I was not playing those and I have not played Call of Duty. Um, really, the last time I played Call of Duty in any type of real fashion was probably on like the Xbox One. That was probably the last time. Lorenzo, I guess it's all subjective. You're right. It is a lot of games. But in comparison to a lot of collectors that you see on social media, I've seen guys have the room where they're like, oh, yeah, this is my 1,500 game collection. I don't have that. And I don't think I ever will because that's just not what I want to do. If I ever had a game collection like that, it'd be a store. And I'm more about the community, bro. Like people in and out, stories shared, sharing games, facts, fun, stuff like that. So it would be like that. The toy purple in the back. Oh, that right there, Omar. You talking about that? So you talking? This is Joker. How sick is that? He's got the long coat. You know what I'm saying? He got the chain, rope chain, and all that. Yeah, he's sick. I got another one too. This is also Joker. But he's got the this is from the Killing Joke comic. The crowbar and all of that. Yeah, it's my Jokers. Oh, God of War. I do have God of War. See? I got something you asked for. There you go. God of War Ragnarok. We'll go reverse order here. We have God of War 2018. And here's God of War 3 remastered. You guys, for one God of War, I'm just going to show you everything that I have that's God of War. And God of War Saga. This one has, what is it, five games on there? God of War through God of War 3 has Origins, Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta, a lot of good stuff on there. And there's also this. It's not going to work because it needs to be plugged in, but this is a PSP Go, and God of War was included with this. Chains of Olympus is on here, if I'm not mistaken. That's God of War. I'll have to do a tour a different day. I might have to cut out here in a little bit, and that would be. Plus, the room is like you're really getting. Only thing that you're not seeing is a few consoles and a TV. Like you're not missing a lot. Um, the room is one of those. It's a project that I really hope to tackle as we get into the new year. I had about 100 games as a kid. That's dope. Dang. Dang, bro. Sorry I had to leave them all behind, my guy. Yeah, Shakir, I've only really gotten into God of War recently. With 2018 is when I actually, like, let me play God of War for real. So some of the older games I only dabbled in, I didn't play all the way through. I'll have to check out some of the first ones though. Oh, you guys are saying the first three God of Wars are the best? Okay. I have a couple PS2 games, and by a couple, I literally mean two. My favorite PS2 game, Burnout 3, just the Black Label and the Greatest Hits. Those are my two favorite my favorite PS2 games, so I had to have it in both. But all of that stuff I got rid of not too long ago. If you check out the video, it's the biggest video on the page. It's really not hard to find. Change a little sorting to popular, and it's no more retro. I think is what it's called. And that's me getting rid of all of my retro stuff. I'm back at a garage sale. I think it might have been last year or the year before that, actually. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know that was. I thought he was like an anime creator, or he was like, was he the Nintendo? I mean, the actual Mario creator? I thought that was somebody else. And Burnout was amazing. I put a lot of hours in Burnout, and I like by myself. That was one of those games where I played a lot of co-op PS2. We played a lot of sports games, Blitz, all types of stuff on PlayStation. But I remember PlayStation being with my friends and playing it. But Burnout 3 was just one that I played by myself, bro. And it was just peak. It was just the best thing, man. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's tough, bro. Not a big fan of the Souls like games. I played Elden Ring a few times and it told me you died. And I thought my name was You Died after a while. So I haven't really been big on the Souls. Oh, Omar with the question. Tell me one game. Appreciate you, man. Good looking out. Tell me one game or that one time you fell in love with games. Okay, I'll give you one. I don't know if it was one time I fell in love with games, but I'll tell you a moment when it was like I'm an adult and I'm gaming differently. All right, it's this right here. Omari. This is an amazing game and a very I don't even know how to explain it, but it's one of those games that it hits you a certain way. And if you are, it's an RPG, so tell you that up front with a great story and absolutely insane twist. But again, one of those games that makes you think, makes you feel, and it's a really good game that you don't want to rush through. Read all the dialogue, get to know all the characters because this game is worth it for real. That this game made me change how I think about gaming in general. Definitely Omari. And again, man, I appreciate that, brother. Like that's amazing. Shout out to Omar, bro. He didn't have to. He didn't have to drop any funds in there. But I appreciate you, man. I'm not used to it. You guys are too kind, man. For real, for real. I got a few more minutes, and we'll fire through a few more of these questions for sure. Let me see what we got. Burnout Paradise was my favorite. Um, Yeah, man. I enjoyed Paradise too, so I picked that one up on the Switch. I picked up Paradise on the Switch. I found that at at Walmart, and it might have been like maybe 15, maybe $10. Oh yeah, I can't leave this. Let me get that one right now. FIFA was one that we played on Xbox back in the day. Played a ton of FIFA online against family. That was the family game. FIFA and Madden we played against fam. My cousins and I would always go at it on that. But I haven't played FIFA or any sports game in a very long time. It's been a minute. And original when I first started gaming, it was just mainly sports titles. Um, you can tell me a year of Madden, I almost like got the covers. Like it was 2K, same thing. But now I've been diving into single stories, our single player really deep stories, RPGs, things like that. So I'm changing up the way I game a little bit, and I've been enjoying it. It's been a nice little ride. As far as Zelda, um, the first Zelda game that I beat was A Link to the Past, which for me is still the best Zelda game all time. SNES, Zelda, Link to the Past. Lyncho, hey, appreciate you, man. I'm gonna check out that channel for sure. It's not that I. Oh wait, let me answer the Zelda question. So Zelda, Link to the Past was the first game I beat, and then Zelda. I don't even know where it is. And I got you on the Xbox. I got you. Don't even trip. This was the next Zelda game that I beat. Goes of Wisdom. I think this is just my art style. I'm not a huge Zelda guy. Breath of the Wild, I have digital. I still haven't played Tears of the Kingdom. I still haven't beat Breath of the Wild. I'm just not a huge Zelda guy. You want some Xbox love? There we go. Xbox. Xbox. Might not be able to see that. You see that right there? I don't know if you can see what that says, but that says day one, 2013. I pre-ordered this, picked this up at Best Buy in Vegas. 2013, day one, Xbox One. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Nah, Omar. No, we're not saying less. We're saying more because you said I'm not showing them love. So let's show them some love. Okay, Omar. Okay, Omar. You want to play? You want to play? Oh, okay. Let's play. Let's play Omar. 360. This one's modded. This one plays burn games. That's my 360. This is my other 360. That one's not modded, but that's the other 360. Hold on, oh. Somebody said we don't show the Xbox love. Somebody said we don't show the Xbox love. Huh? Appreciate you. Oh, somebody said we don't show the Xbox love. This is the OG. This one is so heavy. This is the OG right here. Look, you even know what that is, oh? You know what that is? That's the DVD connector. You couldn't even watch a DVD on this thing without buying this adapter with the remote control and plugging it in. That's what that is, bro. This one is also modded. This one has a larger hard drive, and you can burn games, Xbox games, onto it. Because I couldn't just be regular when I picked this up. And it's not modded recently. Like, this has been modded for a very long time, since it was relatively, still relevant is when this got modded. But yeah, man. We got the boxes, bro. we got the boxes. And thanks again. Oh, I appreciate you, Omar. Personal favorite linear story game or single player? Oh, that's easy. Right here. Cyberpunk 2077. What the hell? Oh, I put that away. I picked this up for like $20 when it first dropped, and it was, in a horrible condition, and everybody was like, the game's going to hell. Didn't play it until they dropped the PS5 update, so I played it on PS5. Great game. Ghost of Tsushima is right there with Cyberpunk for me. I only say Cyberpunk gets it because there's more to do in Cyberpunk, but the vibes are much better, more beautiful in Ghost. And I will say that I have completed both islands, but I have not played Ghost of Yotai yet. Still haven't picked that one up. Still waiting to pick that one up. Again, it's like a hunt thing, bro. Paying full price for a game just it hurts my soul, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey Omar, I appreciate you, man. For real, man. Shout out to Omar, dog. You have a great day, man. Be well, be healthy. I hope everything that you are actually sending out goes back to you 10 times, bro. For real. I'm gonna have to check out Yota. I don't doubt that it is amazing. Sucker Punch doesn't miss. If we're being honest, they always kill it. So I know Yota is dope. I just haven't picked it up yet, and I will once I find it at a pawn shop for. Um, I'm gonna say 25. Then I'll pick it up. 25. It's so hard to pay full price. Listen, Grand Theft Auto, Gran Turismo 7. Look what I paid for this. Oh man, you're not going to see that. My camera is shot. But that says $8. I paid $8 for this. It's hard for me to pay full price for a game, bro. It's rough. It's difficult. Any horror games? I have a ton of horror games. I absolutely hate playing horror games, but I have them for some stupid ass reason. I just recently got rid of Resident Evil Village on the PS5 because I don't play horror games. The one that I have played that I got through and thought it was decent. Still Wakes the Deep. The only reason why I played this is because it was sealed and the disc was loose and it was rattling and I couldn't get it back in place. So I said, fuck it. And I opened it up and I played and completed this one. That one was decent. But yeah, there's a bunch of horror games down here. Um, are these horror games? Like the Dark Pictures. Someone asked me earlier about a Souls game and I said I don't have any. I lied. Um, Dead by Daylight is this a horror game? There's a ton of games that I think are horror. Dying Light, I don't know if that's a horror game. Friday the 13th, I'm pretty sure is whatever. But all of these are Resident Evil. And this book and this, like all of that's Resident Evil. So there's a bunch of horror games. I just don't play them at all. Something I'm on the lookout for right now, though, at the pawn shop is a copy of Red Dead for the PS4. Trying to find that for cheap because they're dropping the PS5 upgrade for Red Dead and it's free if you have the PS4 copy. So find you a little cheap copy if you don't have one already and get you that free PS5 upgrade for the low, for real. What's this say? Message? Uh-oh. I have it on Game Pass. What's it about? I don't. If we talking, what we talking about? We talking about Still Wakes the Deep? Is that what we're talking about? Not liking the horror game was a decent reason. I feel you. I fucking know. I'm just listen, bro. I grew up, and I'm not gonna call it a horror game because it was life. But I don't need jump scares, bro. I can go outside and get a jump scare every time the police get behind me. I think you're right though. I'm not gonna lie to you, um, because I don't like them, and it would be some good content. So, and I need more content, bro. So maybe we do a little series of me playing these horror games in the sunlight with a flashlight, because I do not fuck with the horror at all. 18 likes, man. I appreciate y'all, bro. A couple more and I'll be at 20. Once I hit 20, I probably got to get up out of here. I really do got to work. I was supposed to take a nap before work, but we gonna run on fumes. We gonna be all right. The oldest game you have? Oh, I don't know, man. There's an NES game around. There's some stuff that's not on display. That's in a box. Jeez. The oldest game that I can find for you right now. This is pretty old. What is this? Let me see what's older. in my hand right now. This one's pretty old. Here's an Xbox magazine demo disc from October of 2002. That's pretty damn old. Here is a Tiger Woods PGA 99. So what, this is from what, 98? I know they usually come out like a year before, right? Either way, this one's pretty old. This also has an episode of South Park hidden on the game. If you put it in a PC, there's an episode of South Park on there. Those are probably the two oldest games that are right in front of me. This case right here has a couple of old games that I just didn't want to get rid of. The X-Files. That's pretty old. PlayStation 2. I don't think I have anything PS1 here. Oh wait, I lied. Here's a Crash Team Racing for the PS1. So that was pretty old. I think those are the oldest games. I don't think there's anything older than that. Yeah, those are the oldest ones I have though. Pretty old. There's a copy of Tecmo Bowl and Mario running around here somewhere. There's a cartridge hiding around here someplace. I just don't know where it is at this moment. The latest one, the newest one, or like the most recent pickup. The most recent pickup that I just got Saturday was this. What the hell is that? Oh, that's crazy. Is this Okami? This is the most recent pickup. And I'm just noticing something with this game that is blowing my mind. This is a Japanese import, and I'm a physical collector, so noticing this is really making my entire day. I'm so excited that I just noticed this. But this is different. Look. Apologies, my daughter painted my nails, y'all. Don't trip. But look, this is the US copy, and this is the Japanese import. Check that out. Why that's interesting to me, I don't know, but it's interesting as hell. But yo, Kami was the most recent pickup. We also picked up Outer Worlds recently. This was a recent pickup. So, those are my most recent ones. But all right, good people. I think it's time for me to go. This has been a lot of fun. 19 likes. We got really close to 20, which is great, and I appreciate you. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe, bro. Appreciate y'all jumping in, saying what's up. All of that. You're right. As every detail, every detail absolutely matters, bro. It's crazy. Anyway, 19 likes. Appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. All the old videos, and there's a bunch of games in here that we don't have anymore. Things like, what was it? A TurboGrafx 16 Mini. God, I wish I could get that back. That was probably not a wise decision. I only got, man, I should have. Anyway, but check out all those old videos. So you watch? Oh, is it 20? It's telling me 19. It's telling me 19. Maybe it is 20. Whatever it is, man. I feel like, and now I went to 18. So yeah, we losing likes at this point. It might be time to go. Anyway, man, until next time, man, I appreciate you guys. Everybody who's just jumping in right now, thank you. But subscribe, hit the bell, because I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow about the same time, about 10 o'clock Pacific, Central, Mountain. I live in Arizona, so I don't even know what the fuck y'all do at the time anymore. All right, man, I'm gone. Be well.